Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. Now, this one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at the stats for Amen Thompson.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. Then it's Avdia. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Klingon in at the center position. And for the Rockets, in the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. And it's Şengün in at center. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Now, here's Durant. Good work there as it goes.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. And he recovers it. Outside, Avdia. Over in the corner, Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
KD looking around. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. The shot by KD. No good. For Portland, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Outside Holiday. Klingon the screen for Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Avdia against Smith. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
And Portland has possession, trailing by 2. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. And finished off by Avdia.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Durant. Shot on the wing. And Klingon pulls it down.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Lillard finds Klingon. Lillard outside. That one goes in.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Outside Holiday. Avdia kicks to Thibault. Here's Lillard. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside, Avdia. And Holiday has it in the corner. No good on the 3. The Rockets trail. Van Vliet on the wing, defended by Thibault.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now, here's Lillard. Last game out, he had 40 points to the inside. And it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
And so here is Houston. And here is KD. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Washington.
And let's not discount what he did from the line. He stopped the clock and gave his team a chance to set up their half-court defense.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
The first free throw is good. And for these teams, tonight's game will count not only towards their regular season records, but also as their second game of NBA Cup group play.
A higher level of attention. All these games nationally televised, so how will players perform with the light shining brightest?
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Lillard attacking. Here's Avdia. Offensive rebound. Klingon finds Holiday. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet with it. Still scoreless. For 3, Durant. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Lillard. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Klingon. Lillard outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And so it's Houston with it. 7-point differential. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. They double-team KD. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Here's Thibault. It's Klingon, top of the key. Pass to Lillard. Shoots over Van Vliet. And there's Lillard on the assist by Klingon. Lillard's got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Van Vliet passes to Thompson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Avdia kicks to Holiday. Pass to Thibault. Here's Lillard, covered by Van Vliet. A nice shot by Klingon. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
And this is where Klingon looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet wide open. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Portland leading by 6. Lillard outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 12.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Drew Holiday. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against New Orleans. Thompson, the bounce pass. Now, here's Capella. Klingon covering. Okogie for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Left side, Avdia. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Thompson against Lillard. Thompson passes to Okogie. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position.
Here's Kamare. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Klingon. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Tim, walk me down the Donovan Klingon pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
Now here's Thompson. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
Here's Kamare after Clint Capella's bucket. Pass to Sharp. Klingon the screen for Sharp. And it's Klingon with the jam.
I tell you, not only does Klingon set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Rockets trail by 14. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Sharp. Back to Lillard, and stolen by Thompson. Here's the break. For three, Okogie sinks the triple. Okogie's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Rockets, Şengün comes in for Clint Capella, and Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Thompson. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Williams is checked in for Donovan Clingan. Grant comes in for Avdia, and Scoot Henderson subbed in for Lillard. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Kamare. Here's Grant. Now here's Williams. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Holiday against Henderson. Now Şengün. Inside. Here's Eason. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Kamare. 5 on the clock. Williams sets a screen for Sharp. It's rebounded by Houston. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday against Henderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Houston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Holiday. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They have a 9-point lead. The three. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Rockets trail by 11. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Şengün. Over Williams. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Henderson, no good. Finney-Smith passes to Eason. Here's Davison. Henderson defending. Here's Davison. Still yet to score. Excellent defense there from Henderson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets trail by 13. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. He gets it in there.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Rockets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now, Shepard. Well, the league has made sure the NBA Cup has dedicated nights on the calendar for this tournament in order to accentuate these group stage games.
And I like that format because it makes it clear to the players and fans that these games mean something more than a normal regular season game. Well, Reed Shepard's shooting consistency and on-court smarts give him a strong foundation as a player, but adapting to the league is never easy. It takes time and a lot of work.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Kamare. And Holiday kicks to Thibault. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Thibault's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Finney-Smith. He has yet to score. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Şengün. The Rockets again can't hit. Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Buries the long-range jumper. Kamare's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Şengün. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Portland leading by 15. Outside Holiday. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Williams inside. Capella covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Alperen Şengün. Averaging 15 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
First one falls for him. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Durant's checked in for Clint Capella. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
And here now is Thibault. 5 points in the game. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And KD's got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 19. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Durant. And he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Williams. Finney Smith passes to Thompson, and the layup falls. Thompson's got 6.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Back to Lillard. Clingan the screen for Lillard. The three-pointer, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Portland leading by 15. Holiday looking over the floor. Clingan the screen for Holiday. Pass to Thibault. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's KD. Daring anyone to stop him. KD.
And just so long and elusive on the drive. Durant, excellent at finding ways to navigate inside.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Lillard outside. Back to Holiday. Durant with the steal. Finney Smith finds Durant. Thompson outside. KD a screen. Thompson passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside Holiday. There's a screen by Camara. Lets the three fly. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Rockets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Durant, the pass to Easton. Back to KD. Over Holiday. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Smith checked in for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Avdia's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 12. Pass to Thibault. Kicks it out to Lillard. There's the three. And it's Klingon with the jam.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Now Van Vliet, covered by Lillard, for the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Portland's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Van Vliet against Lillard. Clock at 6. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
And it's Smith missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Rockets trail by 13. Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Off target from three-point range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pass to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Lillard. He's got 14. Outside Holiday. Thibault kicks to Avdia. Now Lillard takes the three. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. In fourth, the Trailblazers. Fifth best, the Rockets.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
And so here is Houston. 9-point game.
I was watching him.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
1:56 left in the first half. Pass to Klingon. And here's Holiday. The offensive rebound. Outside Avdia. Klingon, the screen for Avdia. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Van Vliet finds Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Donovan Klingon.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And the second free throw, good. Here's Lillard. He's got 14. 1:12 left now here in the second to stop the drought. Great D that time from Van Vliet. High post, KD. 11 points in the game. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Holiday. Avdia, the pass to Holiday. Portland moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Smith.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Thompson is screen on Lillard. Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. Smith for three. Here's Capella. Goes back up. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The Trailblazers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Portland leading by 5.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Houston Rockets. What's the key for the second half?
Well, you got to take care of the rock, keep your poise, make good decisions, take advantage of all their mistakes.
Can you believe this, Ernie? I agree with Shaq. Turnovers in a close one, that's always big. I think whoever wins the turnover battle is taking the W.
Man, I'm telling you, it is so nice to see you guys agree on something. Looks like somebody decided to turn over a new leaf. You see what I turn over.
Yeah, we get it.
We get it.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Trailblazers.
The difference in this game is they're extending possessions.
Yeah, frustrating the opponent with second chance points. That can wear a team down physically and mentally.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's KD. On the floor for Portland. Avdia out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Donovan Clingan. And it's Lillard in at the point. Ooh, Durant with a strong finish inside.
And taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
Roll it.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Thibault. Avdia against Smith. Avdia can't hit. Rockets trail by 5. Outside for KD. A three-pointer off the mark. And for Portland, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Now, here's Thibault. Not a lot of room. Pass to Lillard. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Thompson surveying the floor. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 20 points.
They finally got one to go, but not until they missed 3 straight to start the second half.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Portland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Thompson against Holiday. Pass to Avdia. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail by 6. Van Vliet passes to Durant. Knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Thompson with it. 13 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Smith outside. Off target with his 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Holiday kicks to Avdia. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Avdia's got 7.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Outside Durant. KD draws the double. Smith finds Van Vliet. Count the basket. That's 10 points for Fred Van Vliet.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you, Kevin.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Avdia, he's got 7. And Lillard kicks to Avdia. Now, here's Thibault. Guarded by KD. Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's KD. 13 points in the game. Van Vliet outside. Smith outside. Just 4 to shoot. No good from Durant.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Down low. Swinging, shot is off. And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. Trailing here by 8. Pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. Takes a 3. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Klingen, and it's Klingen with the jam.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now Van Vliet, he's got 10. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Lillard. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lillard against Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. And Lillard kicks to Holiday. Pulls up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet passes to Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 15.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Portland leading by 5. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Tari Eason's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharp's checked in. Rockets trail by 7. Now, here's Thompson. 18 points for him. And here is Şengün. Deflects the pass. And even 3-on-3 break. Holiday, the pass to Avdia. Bucket is good. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Here's Durant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
They set the pick. Avdia kicks to Thibault. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets trail by 6. Thompson with it. Now Avdia defending. For 3, Smith. Up again. Avdia with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Thibault with the ball. He's got 5. And it's Sharp missing. Thompson outside, driving inside. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Portland. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Thompson. And yes, it's good. Thompson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And so here's Portland. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Tate, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Thompson. Portland also making some changes. Grant, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Camara. He's covered by Eason. Henderson outside. There's a screen by Camara. Misses the three.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Tate. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Grant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Henderson kicks to Grant. Out to the wing. Here's Tate. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Portland lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
There's 1:38 left in the third. Henderson passes to Grant. Henderson with the screen for Grant. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Yeah, Grant showing you great confidence inside and his ability to score at the rim.
Houston's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Tate. And stolen by Sharpe. Drives to the hoop. It's good. Sharpe's got his first 2 points.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Finney-Smith. Capella with a screen on Grant. Finney-Smith with the bounce pass. For 3, Okogie. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Sharpe. Outside, Avdia. No good on the triple. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Tate. Rebounded by Kamare. Now Sharp. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Clint Capella is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Okogie in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. You know, Tim, with the length and agility that Jeremy Grant possesses, he can be a tricky matchup.
Yeah, his shooting percentages have tailed off a bit of late, but for a former second-round pick, he's having a tremendous career.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Eason. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Williams. And here comes the break. Here's Sharp. Oh, that's blocked. Taken away by Williams. Now, here's Lillard. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Okogie. Pass to Şengün. And here is Capella. Covered by Lillard. Capella, the pass to Şengün. They double-team Şengün. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Sharp. Now Kamara. Sharp finds Grant. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Lillard. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Okogie, the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Okogie. And here is Şengün. No good from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Rockets trail by 5. There's the drive. Count it, and the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Houston making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Clingan, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And that one misses. Portland leading by 3. Grant the pass to Sharp. Portland again missing.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Okogie. And he uses the glass on the layup. And here are the Trailblazers now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Lillard left side, and stolen by Şengün. Stolen by Grant. Over in the corner, Lillard drills it from outside. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
And that's 4 from deep on the night with 3 of them coming in this half.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Okogie. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 6th assist on the night. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Up top, Klingon. Now Lillard. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Lillard. He's covered by Thompson. Eason passes to Durant. Durant cleans it from distance. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Houston?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Back to Kamara. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard finds Kamara. Fires for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Contact will not stop Durant.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Grant outside. They need this. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Jeremy Grant showing you that quick release right there.
Rockets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Here's Durant. A powerful flush by Durant.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 16th rebound on the night. Outside Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Trailblazers shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Kamara with it. Stolen by Thompson. That one misses. Lillard with it. Picked up by Thompson. Lillard looking around. And Sharp has it in the corner. Portland no good that time either.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
KD on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Stolen by Grant. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Houston making some changes. Smith checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Avdia's checked in for Tamani Kamara. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Drew Holiday in for Shaedon Sharp. And the basket by Lillard.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Now Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Holiday. Thompson passes to Şengün. Yep, that one goes in there. 8 points for Şengün.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
especially on the interior.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Klingon. Here's Lillard. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Durant. That's a 2 from Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside Holiday. Pass to Klingon. Here's Avdia. Offline with his 3.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Van Vliet passes to KD. Smith outside. Fires from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Holiday has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Van Vliet gets to Durant. Back to Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Avdia with a defensive effort. Trailblazers trail by 5. Now here is Holiday. Lillard outside. That 3 off the mark. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Thompson buries the deep ball.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He knows every possession is critical now. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Lillard against Van Vliet.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
Free throw good from Lillard.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Outside, KD.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
Good from Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And so Durant nails them both. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard left side. Outside, Avdia. Swinging the screen for Avdia. The three is off.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Outside Durant, and stolen by Thibault. Now Avdia. Holiday outside. Let's lose a three. Durant with the rebound. Rockets leading by 8. Smith fires. The three goes down.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Shoots the three, and down goes the three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
They've led by as many as 11 points. 1:14 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Thompson. With the drive. Got it!
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Houston.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for KD.
He impacted the game in a multitude of ways. Anytime they needed a big play, no matter what it was, he came through.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Smith! And get the three. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. Smith fires. Missed on the three. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup. A 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.